Alright, we are going with our Honk Master. Here's the power Honk. Here's the sacrifice. Man, it's so close here. But I think we're doing some decent plays here. Bush, absolutely amazing. Man, this is the top deck of the century. First we play this, then we attack Zendikar, and then they will explode. Because they will realize what our cards do. Yep. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the archetype that we didn't see on the channel since literal years, and with a great addition of the Goose Mother, the absolute honk master of this deck. You will see her used in multiple games and it will be epic. We'll show them the true might of a Goose Mother. So we are playing a ramp Simic with, you know, the usual Tyrants and Rex. However, we are also adding one of the Multiverse, one of the cool additions with the blue color, and also make your own luck that if that hits a 7-drop, you are in for a very good time. So, we draw cards, we play cards for free, we ramp with Zendikar, Trailblazer, and we draw with Tyrant and Trailblazer. With the Goose Mother, we can create a lot of food tokens, so we can either sustain ourselves way longer, or just, you know, sacrifice them for this sweet card advantage. So, I think you will like this video. There will be a lot of action and a lot of funny moments. So, guys, if you want to support the channel, don't forget about the Patreon. You get faster decks and, you know, all the cool stuff. And yeah, if you don't, maybe you can like the video. That also really helps. So guys, let's go into games and have fun. So the mana base is ultra sketchy, but thanks to the strategy we have of Mirrex, we have 1 green mana, and that's enough to find a forest. So we can actually take this hand, which is really cool. Let's see our opponent. Our opponent is Santa, so we should expect some gifts from him. Definitely. I could just go Bushwhack. But what if that's a mono black with Charlotte? Alright, let's keep it. See, they do play Shelly. Let's go with some ramp. And on the next turn we go Bushwhack probably into Glimpse the Core, unless we draw a land, in which case we go Zendikar. Oh my god, not you again! Always messing my master plan, my perfect curve. So what will they take? To be absolutely honest, they don't have perfect targets. They can risk Zendikar in case we hit a 4th land. They can go for the Trailblazer to lower our value. Yeah, they don't have perfect options. Maybe Glimpse the Core to just remove a bit of our ramp, because they know we can Bushwhack into Glimpse the Core even if we don't draw anything, but it's not an easy choice. Our cards are kinda similar all around. Alright, so we'll play Bushwhack here, even though we love the fight spells, but unfortunately we need to work for this a little bit. Because there is no way he has the second bat, right? There is no way. Absolutely no way. So, we probably go Zendikar into... I tell you, man! I knew they have the second one. Oh my god, this is so annoying. So crazily annoying. And they have Go for the Throat as well. So when we cast Goose, we are not getting a single value. Alright, we are good at magic. We are just top decking those Rexes like there's no tomorrow. And that's what we have to do against this absolute cheater of a player. How can you have 2 bats in your 10 cards? This is absolutely obnoxious. Alright, it's fine. Basically half of our value is under the bats in the whole deck, which is great. It's great. I love it. So, still, they have 3 mana, and if we cast Rex, I think they don't have a way to kill it. And they don't have enough mana to go for this. So they're going for the value play, which means they don't have enough pressure probably. Can we go like this? I could fight spell here, and you know what? I will actually go for this play. Just because the creature allows us to fight with Bushwhack. So normally this is not the play I wanted to make. I wanted to start racing, but here we get basically a free Rex thanks to this play. And you know what? I'll take it. My Rex fight your puny bat, alright? We have our vengeance, and we can do another Rex on the next turn, which means that even though we wasted the attack here, and now we have second attack basically, and extra creature on top of this, and he has less lifelink and less blockers. So, a pretty good deal. He might attack with Bronco, but what if he hits a 5-drop or something? Well, that will cost him a lot of life. It's so fine. Oh my god, this guy just loves torturing me at this point. Alright. It's great. I will just draw another thing. It's fine. What are you? A bird. But Hydra is just cooler, right? So, we cannot attack him for the rest of the game. Cool. Absolutely cool. Alright, we are going with our Honk Master. Here's your Honk, you waited for it. And it's going great. Glissa, I'm happy you are here. I'm so happy. So I have 2 fight spells. Or no, only one of them. Alright, so we need to either go so wide. Oh, that's so... Oh, I'm so happy right now. They cannot kill the Rex, but they don't need to. They have their 3-drop that absolutely terrorizes the whole board. The only saving grace is that if they attack with her, then they draw a card, but they cannot defend anymore. So it's very hard for them to attack, so we need to leverage our Goose Mother. Go. Go and show them how scared we can be. And I mean, we have other stuff, but let's not give them the information. Go, my Goose Mother. Here's the power honk. Here's the sacrifice. Well, not the most epic card of the deck, that's for sure, but it's 8 damage. It's a start, you know? No, it has flying. Please stop trying to block her with non-flying creatures. Alright. Alright. We will make our own luck. We'll probably draw some lands. Alright, oh my god. Oh my god! It works! Yes, yes. So, there are 2 ways to play this. Either we can hope that they won't hit the bat and make sure that Glissa is not here, or we can force them to play another Glissa if they have one in the hand. And that's honestly a very interesting choice here. I think I should go with this, because even if they have the card... Wait. Let's actually read the card. When 2 creatures fight each other, deals... Okay, they deal non-combat damage. How Death Touch works. It doesn't have to be a combat damage, it's just a source. Equal to its power, so they don't really... So they avoid First Strike, basically. I mean, we probably go with the Skyclave then. I think that's the play. A little bit awkward. But I think this is the right choice. Because... Yep, Death Touch worked, so they didn't need a lot of damage. And now we go with the floating, so then we go Blazer into Tyrant on the next turn. If they have Glissa, they need to waste full turn to play her. Charlotte is the worst play for us, because we will have to burn through this. Lidiana is honestly not as bad. Not as bad. So, oh no, not the Goose Mother. The problem is that if we sacrifice the Rex, they can attack. I'm sorry, Goose Mother. You did the right thing, alright? We love you. We love you. You are still here, alright? It's fine. This way they cannot really attack, so we save a lot. Yeah, the bat is fine. And then we can go absolutely crazy mode with the Blazer and Tyrant, so we draw probably like what? At least 2 or 3 cards probably. So yeah, man, the Goose Mother sacrificed herself for our win. That's it, our opponent goes first. And that's it, a forest. Well, we have a long way to go. We cannot use any of those lands for ramping, which is a little bit unfortunate. Do we go with the Goose Mother? Not my favorite player of the year, but I really think we need something in the board because we will have busy next turns. Yep, 0 food tokens, a 2 mana 2/2 flyer. And see, it made a difference because now we can trade against this, so it can mitigate like 6 damage during the game or even more. Sure, I'll take the trade. Not my favorite play, but it actually made a... like this was a really good play for us. Now we have more time to get the ramp done. And oh boy, we need a lot of ramp. We can play Invasion of Zendikar on the next turn with Trailblazer. And we also have a creature that threatens to flip it. So no, man, this Hydra actually did so much. Alright, very good that we don't need to use the Trailblazer. That guarantees one of the 7 drops on the next turn, and that's huge. We will go with... do we go all green? I think we can take one island. We should be able to go around stuff. I don't want to Trailblaze on this turn, it's not worth it. Our opponent is not doing too much. Fish token definitely not the best player of the year. And yeah, they can cast this and try to start ramping their fish, but it will be very slow. We also have Nissa to kill the enchantment, so it shouldn't be a problem. 5 mana, scary moment. Alright, and this is the play. We will definitely get the mana, so whatever happens we are getting some of our value. Green. And now we need to decide, is that Rex that they probably cannot answer very easily, or we go for the Tyrant? I honestly think we go with this. Because they have 5 mana. That means 2 mana removal like Soul Partition and Get Lost costs 6 mana. That means they cannot do anything on this turn. They cannot cast Sunfall, they can do it on the next turn. And I could hit face, but this way we are drawing more cards. And we still keep the, you know, the lethal threat on the board. They definitely have a Sunfall in the hand, and I think they will cast it on the next turn. However, we still get the value here. No land, so that means we are casting Bushwhack, because that's our 7th land for the next turn. And then we can continue the onslaught after the Sunfall. I mean, we can even play it now. Alright, so this probably won't end the game, but I think it's a good start. Yeah, treasure token, because they are sweeping the board with a Sunfall, so it's not worth for 1/1 more token fuel. Here we go, expected, that's fine, this is what we, you know, this is what we are preparing for. Do I want more? I do. I want my lands. They are very, very cool. And we still keep getting forest because we need triple green for this one. Alright, do we go Rex and force another Sunfall? No, I think we go like this. This already gives us some value. And land, alright, but for the next turn. Yeah, this is not something they really want to Sunfall. But it's also really hard to, you know, answer it without Sunfall. Man, the Goose Mother made such a big difference just by being a 2/2. Alright. I think I just hit the face here. Not with the Tyrant yet. Not yet, that's not the play. Let's see if something happens here. A mana was taken from a land. Alright, absolutely fine. It doesn't really do anything, unless they have Smite in the hand. Maybe they have Smite in the hand. Man, that would be crazy. They have Smite in the hand. But you know what? I'll actually take it. It's not amazing. They deny all the value, but we still trade it nicely. So we can keep going. You know what? This is a Zendikar turn. Because that will mean we have way more mana for the next turn, and we can also plot the Trailblazer. Let's go for this. We don't need more. Alright, so every time they tap, we absolutely punish them. We have so many lands and so many value plays that we should, you know, cook something for the next turn. We have this Tyrant. Alright, here comes the Elspeth. So I expect this is Caretaker's Talent deck. This definitely fits what they're doing super hard. Nissa is pretty amazing here. But we really want to protect her. So let's start with this. This is something we will definitely play. Let's go for green mana. Maybe we just go with the Rex here. Can I play both? Not really. Is that the Rex turn already? I would prefer to not use Rex right now, to be honest. I mean, the second token is not the biggest deal, I think. And we can use Kellan to get extra cards. We want this extra value, so let's go with it. Here it was. They had it from a very long time. Not a token, so we cannot, you know, go with it. But that's fine. We're still getting some pieces of value. Map tokens. This costs too much, so we cannot go for it. We could draw cards with Fountainports. That's not bad. Actually, let's go. Alright, so... yeah, we don't have too many plays here. Alright, I know. Let's go with this. This is the last forest, so this also means that our draws are a bit better. If I hit a land... no, we want cards, Our opponent is running low on value. Like, he has 4 cards, he doesn't have Caretaker's Talent. Is there anything for Ultimate? No. So he's playing a lot of Sweeper. This might really hurt us. At this point we should have like 3 cards more if the Tyrant wasn't exiled. But it's fine, we will work our way. They can also draw cards with Fountainport, so we kinda want to keep pressuring them. Here's the... yeah, definitely a Caretaker's Talent deck. We can kill it with Nissa, but they will probably get at least 1 or 2 cards then. Yeah, so when they sacrifice, they also activate the Talent. I cannot do anything about it. Alright, so be it. So be it. Man, I'm first time on the receiving end of Biza, and the card is pretty strong. What can you say? Another token, that's fine, But now we will be able to start attacking and getting some good value. Let's draw a card. We definitely need some. We didn't make our own luck, and we have so many of them, so that's a bit on the rough side, but it's okay. One with Multiverse, extremely powerful card, but white decks have great ways to go around it. So it could be too risky, to be honest. I think this is the play for the turn. We go 1 Fountainport for sure. Let's go with the Rex. So we draw a card, we will flip Zendikar if we want, and we can go for extremely aggressive plays here. Let's survey. We can go for the map token. Alright, so we need to count. I kinda want to get rid of Elspeth first, I think. But it's scary. Maybe we should just go full face, but I don't think we'll kill him. He has so much life gain, man. And I don't have hasters anymore, so I want to go for the value, I think. We could go for the Trailblazer and try to draw more cards. Alright, let's go for this plan. Man, it's so close here. But I think we're doing some decent plays here. Bush, absolutely amazing. Man, this is the top deck of the century. We fight. And we're going for this one, because if it dies, we don't care, because we get more value this way. So we actually want it to die. And suddenly they lost their full blocking potential. And that means we can kill both of those things. We need to be prepared for, you know, moment. Let's go for the Tyrant. It also makes our next draw a little bit better, probably. Kellan, I don't really want it. It's not a bad card, but maybe we can hit something better. And we go for the Maze here, because we can draw something on this turn. This is a good card to draw. 29, sure. They can protect it, but you know, it will be hard. I'm really considering just going face, man. I'm getting good value here, though. I think we can outvalue them. If we have the better board, we can protect Nissa, and she can keep destroying all the enchantments they will ever have. And they generally shouldn't have more than 1 per turn. So they will get some value, but I think we can, I hope we can mitigate their value. And this is the play. They can make some decisions, but the bigger creature is attacking Elspeth, so they need to sacrifice more. They don't really want to get rid of those tokens. They're really important for them. Really? So they lost everything. That's interesting. That feels like a sweeper. But man, we are getting so much value from this. And that's the point. If they trade against this, We are just getting so many creatures. So we have absolutely winning board and we have absolutely winning hand at this point. And we also kill them on the next turn, basically. I can cast something? Sure. Man, this is so cool. I love Kellan. Man, I love ramping. And by saying this, I will probably get rid of Kellan, right? You know what? No. Let's save our library, because we are actually running. With this deck, you really need to be careful about milling yourself out, man. Like, you really need to be careful about it. Alright, that's fine. Definitely not the power play they expected. And this is how you beat this kind of deck. Generally, they have answers, but they are below our value on average. So we can just keep trading, and you just have simply more of everything. And at some point they have 1 or 2 cards, and yeah, that's it. And they actually spent full turn to cycle 1 card, basically. That's how bad situation is. And as you can see, absolutely man, we didn't even start with this, because we have Multiverse, we have Nissa. She could ultimate with 5 forests, even more, because this is forest, 7 forests, so +7/+7 on everything and trample. On the draw, let's see. It's a Jace avatar with blue stuff, and somehow he's actually a control player, which is great. So I honestly think we go with the Bushwhack here. We have some value here, and yeah, let's go. We have some blue mana. You know what? Let's go like this. A little bit different than usually, but I want untapped land for the... Alright, chill, alright. But we are getting forest from this one, right? Our opponent doesn't have 2 mana counter spell, that's important. At least not against non-creature spells. Is that Djinn? This is the Djinn turn. Oh, this is a pure artifact deck. Alright, this could be interesting. So we will be fighting like 2 juggernauts on the value. I really want the Zendikar on this turn. This is super important that we get there. So you know, a little bit scary to be absolutely honest, but we should go there. Probably I should go for double forest, but I want to keep some of them for Glimpse Decor. They are not playing stuff yet. Do I go double Trailblazer? Yep. Yep, cannot be countered, and let's play the Vinestalk. So our opponent doesn't have any play, nothing to counter, my friend. And oh no, they didn't want to counter. They were too smart for me. All right, that's fine. It's fine. All right, it's great. So the play for this turn, I want as much mana as possible, right? Because of the Goose Mother. And let's see, they will probably counter the Goose Mother, but. Let's go for green mana here. We are already drawing cards, so there might be already a reason. Yep. Oh yes, that's how we roll. I don't have caverns, unfortunately. I do not have caverns. So they will get the counter. I can try to trade. Alright, how much mana do I have? 10. We could go with the Tyrant. What if they have a hard counter spell? That's really bad for me. That's really bad for me. Listen, I'm rolling the dice. I could also go Goose Mother and Vinestalk to try to flip Zendikar for extra card though. That's honestly not bad, but they probably have the token. Like they will play something that will make the token of Synthesizer. Alright, consider me scared, but I'm doing it. I will pay 5. I'm a good boy, alright? I will pay my mana cost. Yes, it was, man, I needed this so much. Alright, with this we have some insane levels of value here. Alright, some decent cards right there. And let's go Bushwhack. Because I have a strong feeling what exactly will happen at the end step. So even if they counter, they cannot play something. They want to play an artifact at the end step, create a token from Synthesizer and go from there. Here it is. But we still will kill the Liberator. And I used Tyrant because if they pumped it somehow to, you know, Absolute Oblivion, we'll still get the value. No Goose Mother, not yet. Not yet. You are not ready for the final battle. I mean, with all of those cards, we can live gain quite a lot. Alright, so the Tyrant is kinda disabled. A little bit scary, not gonna lie, a little bit scary. Oh, they didn't do it. Listen, I'm going with this. I'm going with this. They might not kill Tyrant with this, and that's fine. That's okay. Like, Tyrant just as a, you know, backup thing is good enough. Let's go Hydra, because it sounds cool. And let's start. I could try to attack with Tyrant first and see what happens. Because they might use the braided net. Does it... was I quick enough? I think it's activated abilities. Alright, so it's only activated once. We can attack the Zendikar, which would give us a lot of value. Alright, let's go to attackers and see if they use the braided net. They are not going for it. If they kill the Tyrant, I'm actually fine with this. They might cast an artifact or something and make it to 7/7 and then block. I'm okay with it. If we trade, that's perfect, but oh my god, that's insanely good, man. Listen, I'm taking my value. Exactly, this is what I hoped for. However, on this turn, you know what? We can cast another Cavern of Souls if we want. 7. We have a lot of cards, so we shouldn't be scared about that one. Maybe we just go with the Goose Mother here. 3, 6, 7. Alright, let's go. Alright, this is a fun service. We're going with the Goose Mother because we need some power honking. Alright, it wasn't a power honk, but it was power honk in the heart, alright? And 9, 9, 5, no, less, 4 food tokens, right? Yeah, because it's rounded up. And we are doing our cards, you know? With Kellans, we can actually play all of the lands that we have in the hand. Not on this turn, though. So, do we go for what? I think one land can go. Alright, man, this actually will be scary because they have absolute insane levels of value. But so do we. But those constructs will be such a problem at some point. I think we need to go super crazy wide. On the bright side, they don't have vigilance on those constructs. So if we can tank the damage, we can counterattack super hard. And with things like Zendikars, we can get more creatures. Alright, the Power Stone tokens are, you know, something we can actually use. And we can use the Vinestalk. Do I want to trade against this? This is not a token, right? The Goose Mother. 11 damage is a lot, guys. It is a lot. I think we go like this, honestly. That's a lot of damage. I want to use the Goose Mother for a flying Cleafals. Because they can triple block, but they cannot kill the Goose Mother still. Alright, so we attack first. I don't want to go for the Rex on this turn, so we don't mind it. And he has more than one blocker, so we cannot go... Yeah, we need to try to go for... Alright. Good for you. Oh no. So mean. Very mean, my friend. Very mean. I would never do such a thing. So, we cannot attack on this turn. Let's play this on probably Dinosaur. Just to keep the Tyrants going. I mean, let's go. Let's go, because we need to life gain a lot. Alright. Definitely a draw, you know. That's called a draw. And I guess we go for what? I mean, we can take the card, so let's go for the untap land, maybe. I mean, double Vinestalk can be really good at some point. But, well, we can use the Power Stones. Alright, with the power of Power Stones, I should probably just go with the Coast and play another Kellan, right? Maybe that would be better, but I'm not sure. Alright, I mean, we can use the food tokens, so we actually have a lot of life. But it's not easy. Like, we're still, you know, in the phase where we are slowly ramping up. The Mightstone and Weakstone will give him kinda insane value and insane tempo. Oh boy, I'm not, guys, I'm not sure if we can break it. The Goose Mother was our out. but with the net, like, she won't be able to go for the Lifa. And they have like 3 turns of chomp blocking with spiders as well. So I fear that we will mill ourselves. Maybe we go Multiverse. That's not amazing. That's really bad. You know what? That's kind of seriously bad, because we are getting hit for 39. And even our live game was not prepared for this kind of... Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this attack. Alright, let's give our opponent the best defense we could go for. But yeah, the braided net absolutely got us. They scaled a little bit too hard, too quickly, like we didn't have enough in the board, and I'm not sure if we could do anything else. We were just a little bit too slow with the whole thing. Alright, going first, we have some nice ramp, some nice payout. We are taking this to absolute oblivion. Shichi, I think I remember, he plays aggro since months, and that's great. That must be very, very fun. So let's go with Kellan here, just to get some extra value maybe. And let's go with the coast, because Mirrex gives, you know, the better mana. I don't think we'll need this, but it's still a better play. Hero. Alright, 1 damage acquired. Scamp, so the buff is close. The buff is so close. We go Zendikar, and now we need to just stop the Kellan, and we should be winning, right? Right? Because the next turn will be probably nearly lethal damage, which is perfect. Man, this must be so fun to play this same deck for months. Man, at least, alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, 2 damage. They don't seem to be having too many buff spells, so maybe they just have huge amount of creatures. Alright, I play the Tyrant because I'm good at magic, back to 20. Now you need to kill a very big creature with your 1-drops. Alright, this is super huge. If we can keep this Tyrant in the board, the next turn we are stabilizing fully. Alright, so this is the moment, right? They want to pump the hero probably the most. So let's force them to pump the Scamp. We might die on this turn. They might have buff spells, maybe they were just saving it for a huge turn. So now they need to decide. They should just go for the Lifa, and I hope we can out-heal this. If they don't kill us on this turn, they don't have black mana, so there is a chance they don't play the Sellsword, so that's basically, you know, disables the triple striker, which is great. Alright, only 2 damage, that's not very scary. Yeah, they don't do too much damage yet, but don't worry, they were calculating Lifa already. So do we go no, we go Tyrant first. First we play this, then we attack Zendikar, and then they will explode, because they will realize what our cards do. Yep. I mean, another month of aggro for you, my friend. I mean, this was a pretty high, like, this was 11th best player in the world, so I'm happy with my win, you know? Alright, so our opponent goes first. I mean, we can take the island. Oh no, this is Forest. Oh my god, still you. Alright guys, there's a lot to talk about this deck, contrary to the last game you have seen. Listen, when I see Mono Red on the play with this blazing Swift Spear, I already don't want to be in the game. So, and I know I'm not the only one. So before we go into the deck, I want to say a huge thank you to all the Patreon supporters. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for your continuous support. That means a lot to me. And yeah, what about this deck? I think first things first, alright? Sloth, what happens if you are on the draw against Mono Red? Well, it's a fun thing. You die. What happens if you are on the draw against Rabbits? Yes, you guessed it. You die. This is a very slow deck, which isn't really viable in current standard because of all the aggro decks. I really like this kind of deck, but they're not competitive. I derank like crazy with this one. It was actually really hard to record enough videos to just make it enjoyable and, you know, show you the cool side of Magic. So if you appreciate it, you know, hit the like button, because it really does help. And subscribe to the channel if you aren't, because the decks like this generally get pretty demolished on the ladder. You will just meet so much Mono Red, and if you don't have removal, you lose. I really liked, you know, the cards like Make Your Own Luck, Kellan, those are very fun cards, and of course my absolute favorite one with the Multiverse. This is how I like my control decks, you know, with casting 3 cards every turn. And keep in mind, when you have this in the play, always cast the cards from the top of the library first, because the next card can be a land and you don't want to play one from your hand. That completely stops you in the track, so don't do those things. However, Make Your Own Luck, by the nature of plotting, means that you cannot use the card on the same turn, and I noticed that most of the time when I play this, I already need a 7-drop. It's not like I can get it on the next turn. So, you know, sometimes you get games not super intense enough, so it works, you get your card, and it's very fun to chain Make Your Own Luck every single turns and not pay the mana for them, or just hit your Tyrranax Rexes. It makes for a very epic turns. However, very often you will just play this and then you die. So keep that in mind. Card is unfortunately sorcerer speed. And honestly, that's probably the biggest thing, keeping the cards from the, you know, from being competitive. Sorcerer is really bad, because when you tap, your opponent knows that he can just kill you and there's nothing you can do. Kellan is a nice one. Sometimes you don't have the land to play. However, the Investigate really makes up for it, just because the fact that you can basically get the card back later into the game. So even if you don't have a land to play for a turn, you can always pay 2 mana, get the land, and very likely you will draw one. This doesn't really hurt, and it can really amplify your turn, especially if things like Glimpse the Core on top of this, you ramp way faster. The one thing that hurt me in this deck with Kellan is that 3 power doesn't trigger all of our synergies, so unfortunately, well, it's a good, you know, basically like a chomp blocker or something that messes up your opponent a little bit. 3-4 is a good stat line, especially if flank and vigilance. However, it's not one of your power plays. You know, doesn't trigger the cards from Trailblazer, it doesn't activate Tyrant, so it's just a small addition that you want to throw, you know, in between the big plays. So guys, I did enjoy the deck. It's not competitive, unfortunately, however, it's very, very fun, and finally we had the Goose Mother on the channel. However, we also confirmed that Simic is not really very viable right now, and that's the reason you probably never seen Simic on the ladder since months. And it hurts me, because this is one of my favorite archetypes and I would really love to play more with it, but they don't have sweepers, and that means it's very hard to play. Also, removal is very limited and, you know, extremely conditioned, because you need a creature in the board, it has to survive, it has to be a better stat than your opponent, so if he casts buff spells, you can fight and you can still lose the creature, so a lot of issues here. So yeah, that's how it is, not much we can change about it, but tell me in the comments how you enjoyed this kind of videos. I really did enjoy making it, and I hope you had a great fun with the Goose Mother, because the deck was still very overdue, and I hope we showcased Goose Mother enough for this video. It was like she was basically in every game nearly, so that was a cool thing about today. So yeah, that's kinda it for today. Thank you guys for watching, you are absolutely awesome, and see you tomorrow. With